Alright, so the ghost thing, it was a whole hoax and a total failure. But let me explain the whole thing and how it happened. So about a year ago, someone had told me I should fake a ghost sighting in one of my videos to up the attention and views. And I thought, nah, I'll never do that. But then my mind started wandering, like, how could I do it? To make it believable. I was thinking if it was edited, nobody would believe that. But what if it was live? So then I started coming up with ways that I could pull it off, and it seemed like a fun idea. Not to blatantly fool people or anything like that, but to see if we could get away with it, and the whole time do it behind the scenes so that we could reveal how we did it. I worked on this for months, planned it, wrote it out, researched places we could do it. So then I figured we should just try it. Not to try to fool people or be disingenuous, but for the fun, hopefully to spark debate. My ultimate goal, I really wanted someone to figure out how we did it. That really didn't pan out. I'll get to that later. I hope enough people found it fun and enjoyable. Maybe got the gears turning in their head on like how we pulled it off. It was a lot of work. I know some people weren't happy with it. Sorry, Mark French. Happy trails. These are the Lincoln Park steps, by the way. Very famous in San Francisco. So I needed to find a location, preferably desolate so we'd have enough time to film it. Started looking around Nevada, had a couple leads, but they were years old. And because of COVID-19, I probably wouldn't be able to get out there to Nevada to explore it. And I didn't want to expose my cousin and his mother from anything I may have had. So then Cole came to visit. I was like, I know a place, let's go scope it out. The location was cool enough that I thought it would at least make a great episode. So we decided to come back the next day. As soon as we walked in, I knew it was perfect. So we filmed each segment separately. So every time I flip the camera, that's actually a different video clip. And I think we did a good job. We ad-libbed most of the whole thing. For the most part, I was happy with what we filmed. We're darn good actors, I'll tell you that much. So be on the lookout for our Golden Globe nominations later this year. And I'm surprised nobody noticed my terrible voiceover, because there was a part of the story I forgot to say, but nobody noticed. So some of the audio I filmed in my bedroom. And the most crucial part of the whole thing is we had to pre-plan answers for questions that would be asked during the live stream. So we fabricated the whole story. The one thing that is true is the locks on the outside of the bedroom doors. Still creepy, possibly horrific. I just want everyone to appreciate how meticulous I was. I watched my old live streams at 0.25 speed. I noticed that when you flip the camera to the selfie camera, one frame is unmirrored. I studied the filters that you can use on YouTube live streams. I did a private live stream to get the bubbles overlay, and I added subtle compression and glitches throughout the whole thing. I was hoping that someone would go over the video with a fine-tooth comb and pick up all those details. After that, I needed a ghost. So my buddy Ryan, he was perfect, even though he walks with a little too much swagger to be like a ghost, but whatever. So we set up the green screen in my garage. We filmed our ghost segments. All right, so we have to somehow figure out how to make a ghost with this green screen to put in the live stream. There's Ryan, he's helping out. He's gonna be the ghost. We already filmed the live stream part. This is somehow make the ghost, but I can't find some lighting I have. So this is gonna have to do. We'll figure it out, see if it works. Then I had to learn how to put the ghost in the shots convincingly. After Effects isn't always easy, especially on a 5-year-old laptop with a broken hinge. Trying to motion track it to the shots that was filmed handheld on a cell phone wasn't easy, but I think it came out pretty good. Peppered in some audio for some pizzazz, the crying, screaming, there's some weird voices. I wrote up a script for me, Steve-O, the Pick Van, Cole, and Ryan, so that we could leave questions at the right time that were answered in the video. And then we tested it 4 or 5 times with private streams. And there's streaming apps you can use to actually stream a video file. I wanted it to be ridiculous enough that people would call it out, but also subtle enough to not just be in your face. All right, we're about to do a live stream. I'm very nervous. I think everyone's ready to go. Everyone's got the script. We have to leave the right comments at the right time to pull this off. Got my multiple phones to leave comments. I think we're ready. Of course, one of the phones has an update right when we're gonna do it. So I have to set up a new stream on YouTube that I then connect OBS to. Steve-O, the Pick Van. So far, so good. Alright, I think it went well. It's hard to tell. The chat is still there. then when I tried to promo the video, it kept getting removed from Reddit and Facebook and all this stuff. So that didn't help me at all. I'm still glad I pulled it off, and I could have made it way more convincing and real, but I wanted it to be a little bit ridiculous so enough people would call it out and debate it. I wanted to ride that fine line between believable and just nonsense. That video is not gonna be normal going forward. It was just more like a creative project to see if we can do it. My intention is to never fool or mislead you guys or clickbait. I really just wanted to spark some discussion, have fun, get people's minds wandering. So I hope enough people enjoyed it to be worthwhile. We'll be back to the regular types of episodes as soon as I can. Chomping at the bit to get back out there. And I actually have a few in the can that I'm editing right now. Eventually I want to do some episodes at these steps and a bunch of other hidden gems around San Francisco. So be on the lookout for those. I hope everyone's safe out there. Got your face masks. Keep your family safe. Let's slow the spread so we can open everything back up. Like, subscribe, share, do all the cool things the cool kids do. We'll be back to the regularly scheduled program as soon as possible. So just like this, like that. Sort of like your arm, like you're kind of, so it's not just your head. Let's try, yeah, sort of like that. Let's try that.